I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Monday, December the 8th. The New York Giants finally get a victory. Their first in over 60 days. Their first is the first weekend of October. And one of the biggest reasons why the Giants were able to get off the schneid and get a victory in Tennessee on Sunday afternoon against the Titans, the play of defensive end Jason Pierre-Paul. You know, the Giants put up a ton of points. Odell Beckham in another big game, and those always seem to be the stories when you're talking about a team winning in a big way. But yesterday, defense played a major role for the Giants, really a dominant defensive effort by the New York Giants, by Perry Fuel's unit, and Pierre-Paul, the best player on the Giants defense, stood out. You know, he's been a guy here since the end of the 2011 season that has been an enigma for Giants fans to figure out, whether it has been injuries or coming into camp overweight or just not being the same dominant player he was in 2011, helping the Giants win a Super Bowl. Pierre-Paul has confused Giants fans over the last few years. And now, as this season comes to a rapid close, 3 games to go, the Giants have many, many issues they have to resolve and many questions they have to answer about the future of their franchise. One of the biggest is Pierre-Paul's status. He will be a free agent. The NFL Network on Sunday morning had a list of their top impending free agents. Of course, Pierre-Paul on that list before a 2-sack performance against the Titans. And now, I mean, it's amazing to think, but yesterday, you go to the last 2 games. Yesterday against the Titans, 2 games ago now against the Jaguars. First time since 2012, Pierre-Paul recorded sacks in back-to-back games. He now has 7 on the season, his second highest career total behind that aforementioned 2011 season. He's playing very well right now. He played well earlier in the year against the run, has been out there almost every snap for the Giants defense all year, and now here come the sacks. 7 on the season. I would not be surprised at all to see him go into double digits, get 3 more over the last 3 games of the season, and really give the Giants a question on how much he's worth when you get to free agency. I think a team or two will break the bank for a player like Pierre-Paul, and the Giants, it's going to be up to them to put a value on him in their defense, in this scheme, and whatever scheme they're going to play going forward. But you look up at the numbers, and you might say, Pierre-Paul's been okay. He's not having a great year. But you look at the numbers, there's only 3 defensive players in the entire NFL that have a combination of at least 7 sacks, 6 passes batted down, and 2 forced fumbles. You could probably guess J.J. Watt from the Houston Texans, a legitimate MVP candidate, is one of them. Robert Quinn from the St. Louis Rams, another one. The third, that would be Jason Pierre-Paul. And you look up, J.J. Watt before the season, $100 million contract. Robert Quinn, $65 million contract. Somewhere in between could fall Pierre-Paul because of his ability to play both the run and the pass. How much is Jason Pierre-Paul worth to the Giants as we get closer to the offseason? That number is going to be a fascinating part of this offseason. But I'll tell you what, the way he's playing right now, what he meant to that defense yesterday, and you watch Marcus Kuhn go in for his first career touchdown, first and probably only career touchdown. It was Pierre-Paul's rush that initially busted that play up. Kennard was able to get the strip. Kuhn picked it up, ran it for a touchdown, and the Giants celebrated in Tennessee. But that play, that touchdown, that celebration, none of it happens without the pass rush of Jason Pierre-Paul. He has not been as great as 2011, and frankly, he probably never will be. But Pierre-Paul, you watch him on a snap-in, snap-out basis this year. He's been one of the better defensive ends in the entire NFL and one of the biggest question marks as the Giants get closer to having to make a long-term decision and a big financial decision on Jason Pierre-Paul's future. I think he's a tremendous player. Is he the best defensive lineman in the NFL? No. But I think he's one the Giants should not let walk away. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now.